everybody. Welcome to Angie the Entertainment and Engagement Events 5-day virtual challenge. So happy to see you here. So happy you made it back. So it's all about virtual engagement. Tell me, how was your experience with creating your own template last night or yesterday? It's generally like it should take you about 10, maybe 20 minutes the first time through. But trust me, after you do it a couple of times, it will happen very quickly. Now, I will tell you, I did get a lot of emails. Well, not a lot, a few emails from folks that's saying, I would love it if you could walk me through the process on how to use those elements from the website. Okay, well, your wish is my command. So to start this morning off, I'm going to do a quick little show and tell about how to create a design template. And because that was part of scenario one, the challenge one, which was create a template for Tara for welcoming in the guests there at the retreat. So let's take a few minutes and I will walk through the process and show everyone how that happens. All right, are we ready? Jen's got that video going. I'm telling you, the tech is on it this morning. She is there. So, all right, so once you go to the Angie the Entertainment Design Center, as you saw, you had 3 locations to be able to go ahead and do it yourself, create the template, overlay the logo, and then create your background. It takes you right into Canva, and again, as I said, Canva's free, so you can create an easy account there and be good to go. So once you go into the template overlay, again, you'll see that it comes with directions. So hit the template overlay. As it says, it takes you right into Canva, and we have directions for both creating the template overlay itself as well as adding in the logo. So we'll start off with something really easy, which is changing the template colors along with adding text to it. And I love Canva because you can type in this really easy, change the font size, change the type of font that you use, the font color. It makes it really easy, and you can position it anywhere, any way you like. Now, the thing about the overlay is it's important to remember that the graphic is placed on the photo as the digital frame. This is the framing around wherever anyone is going to take that photo. And it can be the entire length. You can change how much of the frame is shown, but again, we have these parameters set in place, so you don't have to try to figure out, is this going to make it too small? Is it going to cut the head off or anything like that? So no. And then you can go ahead and add in a graphic or a logo. It's your choice. And I just have this example going where I put in the Angie D logo, Angie Entertainment logo, and then you can change the color. You can place it anywhere you like. Again, because the parameters are already set, you don't have to worry about, is this too big? Is this too small? And now we look at the frame's colors. Maybe white here, or you can adjust it to gold. You have many options. And again, that's why I love working with for Canva so much. Now the vertical squares, you can change the size. You can make it triangle. You can make it circles. Again, you have full range of color scheme here. And after you do that, if you like what it is that you're seeing, you can add other things in there to make it fun. If you want to change what's in the background behind the logo, you can add in a different design, put in hearts, add in another frame, put a line here. You have all kind of flexibility to put into the frame that you want. You can put in hashtags. You can put in special notes to different groups, put in a PTA group, put in a heart symbol. It's all those possibilities are available to you. And here I just decided to change the circle to the pentagon, do something different, or octagon, thank you. So I will do something a little different here with this and change the background up. Again, you have such a great range with Canva. You can change this up in so many ways. So whether it's big or small, hearts, diamonds, color scheme changes, font changes. You can make all of these changes right here in Canva. It makes it really easy for you to do. And then once you get done with that, you can move forward with when your logo is where you want it to be. You can then go ahead and I'm trying to put this in here, and it's showing me this at the same time. You can actually save it. You can save it as, we prefer that you save it as a PNG file, which is the best way to go. And once you save it, download it, you like it, you then attach it to the email that you send to us to say, hey, this is what I want for my template. Comes right to us. We load that up for you, and then we're good to go. Now, how about the background? Because some of you all were confused on the background. Again, the background is a way to standardize what's behind every photo. Take in particular if you are having a wedding. If you have folks who are not there and they still want to be a part, they have your code, your URL, and again, you know, you can't determine what somebody will have behind them when they're feeling that moment of, oh, that's just Frank coming in. So, but this is a way to standardize everything that shows up behind everybody who's a part of your customized booth. Now, again, we have here the background. We have the directions on how to use the background, and we've already formatted the background. So again, you can create any kind of background you want, from having color to having an ocean view behind everybody. It's up to you. It's all about your imagination and how far you want to take it. That's what I love about using Canva so much. And you can add in different schemes in the background. You can actually have moving backgrounds with your photos as well. But again, you know, I would just say have fun with it, play with it, figure out what it is that you like, what your backgrounds to look like, as well as what you want the framing around each of the photos to look like also. But again, you have a lot of leeway using Canva, and again, you also have Adobe Illustrator, and I would recommend that for folks if you know you've worked with Adobe Illustrator and you understand graphic design a lot more. But once you've determined what you want for that background and what you want it to say, if you want any wording in the back, I would not recommend that. But if you're so inclined, you know, Angela and Terry's wedding or something like that, if you want to have that in the background, you can. But just like you did the template, you go in and save it as a PNG file. You'll download it, add it to your email, and boom, send it on its way. And believe it or not, you have now created your own custom template. That's how this whole system works. See? Took, what was that, a whole 10 minutes max that we went through that? I'm looking at my tech Jen here. It's telling me as I'm going along. And again, if you are not comfortable with creating your own template, know that on our website, the bottom third is custom templates. So you can choose from there as well. If it fits your theme, if it fits what you're trying to do, take a look. We have everything from the carnival size strips, you know, the 2x6, or you can choose 4x6, or you can choose the square. It's your choice. And when you select that, again, the same thing, you go in and you say what it is that you like, and you put in there what it is you want it to have on it, and you hit submit, and again, that automatically comes to us, and we add that into your booth one more time. So for a virtual booth, you're right, thank you, Jen, you wouldn't be using the 2x6, you'd be using the square. And we tell you that, so that wouldn't be a problem. The good part is it's across the board. All of the templates are the same across the board. So if you wanted it in a 2x6 or 4x6 or the virtual, which is 500 by 500, know that all the templates are the same. So it would go across there with no problem. So that is where we are with the virtual booth and creating a template. So I hope you all had a good time trying that and seeing what it looks like. So the follow-on question I had was, so tell me again, reiterate again about the virtual booth. Well, again, the virtual booth, the key features about it are it's customized and branded to whatever your company or your product is. It's you can create a standardized background, and as you see in the example here, it changes. It's up to you what you want. No app is required, and it's accessed via a URL or a QR code. And the nice part is it can be accessed from any online type of device with a camera. And it's a contactless booth, which is very important in this day and age where we need to still stay socially distant. And the other part about this is it can be accessed from anywhere in the world. All anyone needs is your URL and your QR code. So I now would like to go on to talk about some of its uses. So someone said, all right, well, this is great. Who asked this question? Jackie asked this question. Well, what are some uses? What are the possibilities of using a virtual booth for types of events, different types of events? Well, there are a couple of things that you can use the virtual booth for. I'll actually name 6 generic areas that we found the virtual booth to be helpful in. We have education, we have sports, we have events, we have restaurants and bars, we have shopping, and we have live stream. The great thing about education is what a great way to help students on the campus coming back to school, going to homecoming. What a great way for everybody to show their colors for their school. We launched a couple of programs with different schools, back to school night, so everybody had on their school colors, and they had a chance to show off those school colors with a great photo of who they were, the colors of the school, and we all put those up on live stream. So that was a great way of building a esprit de corps for the school. For sports, what a great way to pump up those fans to show their team spirit who are in the stands as well as those who are at home comfortable on their sofa. Now, I have seen quite often many people who have on, their color coded in the stands. What a great way to take a photo of who they are in the stand, as well as the person, they're at those watch parties, watching a game and taking a photo as well. So here you have it in 2 places. And believe it or not, our platform has the ability to live stream all those photos onto a Jumbotron. So we can go from small to big. So imagine that, showing all that team spirit, both in the stands and at home, all showing up on the Jumbotron and everybody seeing it at the same time. Let's talk about events. Going to all digital events can be a little boring, but if you add a virtual event to the in-person event, so now you're having folks be able to take selfies at an in-person event, as well as those who are watching it online. And again, with that online gallery, it's bringing together all those photos at the same time. There's something to be said of seeing who else is here, who else is with me in this particular type of event. And this is a great way to have a hybrid event going on. So you have folks who are in place as well as those who are online participating in this event. Shopping. Oh, yes, we love shopping in this country, and I see that QR codes are making a resurgence. We use QR codes as a way to put in the product information, and because we have it programmed in with a URL, it goes to your cell phone. You can have that over the product code there, and it actually opens up. Now, as a retailer, what a great way to show someone buying that product. And because we have OmniCart capability, which means you have the ability to program in that this product that you've scanned can be purchased either in store or online or picked up, that's OmniCard. That's a way of bringing the use of that virtual booth all the way around. And now, as a retailer, you have a person who not only purchased it using that phone and the QR code, but now they've taken a photo. You've got to incentivize them, taking a photo with that product that they just purchased. Restaurants and bars. You know, people delight and boost your marketing with your own virtual photo booth app. So here they are talking about what's going on at your restaurant or your bar, and they're sending out those photos. And the nice part about using a virtual booth, our virtual booths are automatically connected to that individual's social media. So if they want to broadcast out immediately into Facebook, into WhatsApp, or they want to put it into Twitter, our photos can automatically be uploaded to that user's own Facebook without having to transfer any information to us. What a great way to instantly talk about what's happening in your restaurant or bar, especially if you're sending it out, saying, you know, you want everybody to come on down and enjoy us here. And then I'll talk about live stream. You know, audiences love taking photos in real time and engaging with celebrities as they arrive. So one of the things we've done with our photo booth, as you all got to experience last night, we have the virtual buddy. And in our photo booth, we have Tara's in there, and you're actually taking a picture with Tara as a part of a welcome. What a great way to live stream that for everybody who's on site as well as online. They're taking a picture with Tara, that celebrity, that influencer, that person they are there for that event. And it's live streaming at the same time. Here's this picture. So as you see, the virtual booth, this is just one of a few features in our toolkit here that you can use in so many ways to really enhance your events and create unique engagements, which is what you're really after. So I hope that answered the question. And then, yes, here's a summation of some of that. You can see from school events down to being at sporting games. And I think we had Run-a-thon on one, and of course, celebrating Pride. And then the other one was show us your pooch, show us your best pet smile. So as you can see, there's such a range of things that you can use a virtual booth for to create interaction. And that's why we love it so much. It's all about virtual engagement, and this is just one way to do that. And so now let's go to some questions and answers. I know I've been talking for quite a while here, but let me see who we have online. Okay. I'm checking both Facebook as well as looking at the chat box. On Facebook, I have this question from Jackie that says, what analytics can we get from a virtual photo booth? I think that's a pretty good question, yes? The nice part about our virtual system is our analytics are available to you right away. It can tell you how many people are online and engaging with your booth, where they're coming from, how they found it, and it can also have consensual data collection. So when someone uses the photo booth, we actually have, the permission to say, you're going to take a photo, and this photo could be used for this event. So know that you are taking a photo. So again, we have buy-in to that photo. And as you, as the event organizer, know that everyone who's participating has bought in and allowed their photo to be taken for this event. The good thing about knowing how long folks have engaged, you can get an idea of how many photos they've taken from. In our booth, you have the experience, as you saw last night, between a standard photo, a GIF, and a boomerang. See what people are enjoying. If it's a standard photo and they're sending those out, and you can see who's sending this out and where they're putting it on social media. And as an event organizer, that's definitely something you want to know, how people are putting this out, how they're sharing this information over their social media. And how long were they engaged with your app? How long were they there? Were they there for 2 seconds? Did they come back to it? Did they stay there for an hour taking pictures of the family, friends, and the family pooch? You know, they they went all out. It depends on how you set up the booth and for what event. But that's how you can get analytics from the use of the virtual photo booth. So let's see. We have another question. Doug. Doug says, how does a virtual booth help me with hybrid activation or experience? That's good. That's a good question, Doug. Well, I will tell you that, remember, the virtual booth is just one tool in your toolkit. The other thing is you got to understand what it is that you are trying to achieve in that measure. So what is it that you're goaling for with this activation? I found that if you know if it's about product dissemination, if it's about market outreach, or if it's about sales, that will help you determine the best way to use that virtual booth. I'll give you a couple of scenarios. We'll start with the wide dissemination about what's going on. One company decided, let's see here, to use the Coors Banquet. Oh, that's right. For trade information, I can't tell you all of the information about the company. I'll just say this company only brews its particular beer out of Colorado. I'll call it that way, right? So they had this adventure set up where they were going to give away a 77 Pontiac Firebird to bring back a particular brew that they had. And the way they did this is all the participants they obviously signed up, but they had to figure out certain codes by, answering a riddle. And they had to go to that certain location. And, once they got to that location, they had to take a picture to say, here I am, I found the correct location. And then once they sent in that picture, they got the next riddle for the follow-on location. So they had to go to 5 places. And whoever got to that 5th place won that 77 Firebird. Now, as I understand it, this was such a special brand back in the day. The 77 Pontiac was a car associated with smuggling. So it was all about smuggling in this special brand across the border so everybody could enjoy it. So what a great way to kick off summer and reminding people about this special brew from this brand by having this scavenger hunt, so to speak. Figure out the riddles, go to these locations, and whoever solves it and gets to the end point the earliest wins the keys to the car. What a great way to get great dissemination about your brand out there. Now let's talk about, if it's all about increase your market reach. As a nonprofit, a company out of Canada wanted to talk about cystic fibrosis in a particular area. So what they did with their search is they said, we're going to have you go to different locations in a specific area, and we need you to take photos there and post them on social media. And it's almost like running. You know how you used to run, you get people signed up for you to run a certain amount of distance, and they would donate to how far you went. So for every point that you got, for all the people who signed up with you, that's the money that was going to the nonprofit as they were raising money and raising awareness about this condition. So they had it laid out for specific communities. And again, using the virtual booth, the race was on, you got to a specific point in this race, take a picture, post it, and you're moving on. And with that, you're raising money for this condition in that community. So again, they're using the virtual booth to do that with. And the last, let's talk about sales. Oh, that's always a fun one. Because here, this creates collaboration in a way that you didn't think possible. So let's say a particular store wants to sell a limited edition item, and the only way you can find it is by scanning the QR code that's in limited locations. You take that code, you take a picture, and you send it out, and you enter to possibly win tickets. And let's say you're collaborating with a rap artist or a singer, and you're selling out tickets for this concert. What a great way to get people involved to not have to buy, but instead win those tickets. You know how they used to have to call the radio station and be the 10th caller or the 20th caller. Why not create something that invigorates everyone and have them search for the magic code, so to speak, and get their picture posted up showing that they found whatever the item is to win those tickets. So here's a great way to increase sales for a particular item with collaboration, using the virtual booth, getting that posted, and getting everyone involved. So you have many ways to create hybrid activations or hybrid experiences using the virtual booth. So I hope that answers everyone's questions there. Let's see, do we have any more questions? Nope, no more so far. All right, well, great. So today's scenario, again, will be coming to you at noon, and I think you're gonna love it. I hope you all had a chance to experience the photo booth yesterday, and if not, I tell you what, Jen, let's put up that QR code so everyone can give it a try right now and take that photo. So take your phone like this, right? And then hold it over that QR code, and it should automatically activate, and it does. And you see that you go right into the Patio Chick, virtual booth, which is wonderful. And you can actually see that. So take that photo and then choose a frame. I love this because all the stars that are on these frames were from submissions from you. We had folks who, we had a few custom design folks create some frames, which was fun. But it's all about travel and leisure and outdoor living. So we thought that would be great. So here you have the Lincoln Memorial. You have New York City. Oh, that's really nice. Then you have other outdoor spaces, which is great. So I hope you all had a chance to experience that. I want to see some of these photos. So again, use your phone, go to that code, let's take a picture and add it to our board for everyone being engaged with this. This is going to be a lot of fun. And if you're seeing this at a later time, know that you can still take this photo and add it to the live stream. So this is a lot of fun. Yes, my tech over here, she's actually taking the photo as well, sending it on. This is great. So this is the power of having virtual engagement this way. It's a lot of fun being in the audience as well as on location, but they're all going to the same place. Everybody wants to participate and everyone wants to be a part. This is how we do this. This is how we can use the power of this platform to help you with your events, to really make them fun, unique, and drive wonderful engagement. So with that being said, I hope you all are having fun. Again, at noon, we'll drop the next challenge. Please have fun with it and send it on its way. So until tomorrow, have fun, keep having fun out there. And Jen, I think we're ready to take it home. So again, have a great day, and I look forward to what you're going to produce next. See you tomorrow, everybody.